Jellyman's report. Daru. Jellyman's report. Daru. The Jellyman's report. Hi. Whoa, welcome back to steinsgate. I love having videos up on Monday. But I didn't. Did I? I don't even know if this one's gonna be going up on Tuesday. I'm kind of busy still. But on top of being busy, oh my gosh, I still just have such bad allergies right now. It makes me so short of breath. I've been prescribed an inhaler. I don't have whatever people need inhalers for, but I have one anyway, so hopefully it helps. Here we go. Really? Really? But first, Christina. Eh? It's good to be back. You should leave. Why are you suddenly... The Jellyman's report. It just gives me a bad feeling. Once we see it, we can no longer return to our normal lives. You're a genius. You're already published, for crying out loud. There's no need to throw away your promising future. Are you worried about me? Of course I am. You are my assistant, after all. I keep telling you, I'm not your assistant. Thanks for your concern, but I'm not leaving. We need to expose this truth to the world. No! It's too dangerous! You chickening out? We're powerless against this conspiracy. One wrong move and they'll have us erased. But still. This isn't a game! I'm not joking here. Fine. I won't tell anyone. Though her expression shows she still doesn't agree, she finally submits. But I'm not leaving. It'll keep me awake all night. You won't regret this? I won't. She declares firmly. I don't know if it's her competitive spirit, or if it's her bravery, or if she's just ignorant to the ways of the world. But it doesn't look like I can persuade her to back down. What about you, Daru? Prepared? Well, I am a super hacker. He's comfortable even in this situation. And with my skills, they'll never know we were there. That settles it. It's good that Mayuri's not here. I can't get her involved. I look Daru and Kurisu in the eye. Isn't, like, Golden Finger gonna show up? Because we told her where we were and that we had what she was looking for, so she's definitely gonna show up. She's gonna interrupt our whole experiment. She's gonna see all this and we're gonna have to kill her. Because she can't know all this information. It's classified. Alright. Let's begin. Kurisu gives the seat to Daru.
No.
Henceforth, this shall be known as Operation Legarn's Chest. Dang it, did he already say how it's said? I mean, what is that? In Norse mythology, the gigantic chest protected by 9 locks that contains the cursed sword, Leviathan. No, don't, oh, excuse me, okay. Why Norse mythology? Is that Norse mythology? Is that Norse mythology because it's cool, I guess? Yeah, sure. What? Sorry, I'm lost. Anyway, what is it with men in military terms?
Daru,
begin the operation. He soon finds the Jellyman's report. It required a second password authentication, which Daru broke through easily. Come on, Daru. Ready? I'm opening it. Daru looks at me and Kurisu. I wet my parched lips and nod. The air in the lab suddenly seems thicker. Unable to escape through the closed window, it surrounds us with an oppressive heat. Daru wipes the sweat off his forehead. with a handkerchief. I don't have one of those. Then timidly presses the enter key. The file opens. At first glance, it looks like a resume. There's a photograph on the top right. The top left has a name, age, height, weight, and other information. In the center is a long string of English text. Underneath that, there's something attached, like a scan of a newspaper clipping with a black and white photo. And then I know. I know exactly what the Jellyman in Jellyman's report means. Yeah. Oh, I did have a theory about that. Jellyman is a weird name, right? But whenever these guys do their tests with their phone wave name subject to change, and then it works, and then it gets sent back in time, it also jellifies. Is it called Jellyman's report because the men that they're trying to send back in time jellify? That's kind of terrifying, and I don't want that to be the... Oh. I just saw this photo down here. Okay.
Subject, James McCarthy, age 31 American. Z program, stage 4. Date of experiment, 2005, January 28th, T1305.
So that's time. That's 1:05. I'm guessing. T stands for time. Kurisu bends over Daru's shoulder, reading the contents out loud.
Results, error, human is dead. Mismatch. That again? It is believed that due to infinite compression by supergravity, the subject could not endure passage through the singularity inside the Care Black Hole. April 3rd, 1921, New York City. An unidentified man was discovered dead in an alley off Union Square. The right half of his body was embedded in a nearby wall.
It sounds like Kurisu is reading the newspaper article at the end.
The man's body was completely jellified.
No, yeah, I saw it. Don't worry, you don't need to go zooming in on that thing. Oh my gosh, I forgot there were chapters in this game. We just got to chapter 2 clear. I don't know how many chapters are in this, but it looks like we're starting to kick things off. The ticking of the clock is like a hammer inside my head. It's past 2 a.m. The window is closed, and the lab is silent but for the humming of the computer. We stare at the gruesome image displayed on the monitor. Speechless. I was right. We're in too deep. I half expect guys in black suits and sunglasses to kick down the door and drag us off to a secret military prison. Better make sure the door's locked.
What's going on here?
Daru breaks the silence with a disbelieving whisper.
They jellified someone?
Upon hearing the familiar word jellified, I reflexively look at the bunch of bananas placed next to the computer. There's one banana left. We didn't have a single successful experiment today, so none of them were jellified. But I don't think this is a mere coincidence. The jellified bananas produced by the phone wave name subject to change, and the jellified corpses produced by CERN's experiments. They seem identical in nature.
They're experimenting on people.
Kurisu speaks calmly despite her grim expression. She doesn't even avert her eyes from the gruesome image.
And this means they've created a time machine, doesn't it? Even if it's not perfect.
I'm still in shock, so I don't quite grasp the meaning of Kurisu's words.
This New York Times article is from 1921.
90 years ago!
Look.
Kurisu points to the part of the black and white photograph, her finger shaking slightly. Kurisu, your finger is shaking slightly. The jellified corpse of a man. She's pointing to his shoulder, which has writing on it. Perhaps it was printed on his clothes. It's fused onto the jellified body. Oh yeah, I see it. CERN. Look at his serial number down there too. But you can somehow manage to read it. CERN.
So, CERN used the LHC to send someone back to 1921? Looks like they failed to keep him alive, though.
Is this the only report?
No, there's more. Looks like 14 people in total.
More jellymen? That means more jellified people. More victims of human experimentation. I swallow hard. I'm awfully thirsty.
Me too.
I take a cold Dr. People out of the fridge and wet my throat. Show me the others. Daru pulls up another report. Without being told to, Kurisu begins translating out loud.
Jellyman's Report 9. Subject, Dan Streisky, age 26, Canadian. Z Program 4, date of experiment 2004, 96T210. Results, error. Human is dead, mismatch. The newspaper clipping, I think it's in French. I can't read it.
You can read the date, though. January 31st, 2001.
The location is Pole, France, I guess.
I didn't know how to say that one. Pole. 2001. That's fairly recent. A pretty big difference from James McCarthy, who jumped nearly 90 years back to 1921. Daru calls up a machine translation, giving us the following. January 31st, 2001. Collapsed male corpse. I had to make sure that I was recording. It's been a while since I've done this, and I still have flashbacks of my Anna Dream barbecue incident. Gulp. Collapsed male corpse discovered in forest outside Pau, France. Its left foot was fused to a tree trunk, and the body had jellified. Daru goes to the next report.
Jellyman's Report 8. Subject, Linda Hill, age 25, British. Z Program 4, date of experiment 2004, February 15th, T145. Results, error, human is dead, mismatch. October 2nd, 1972, the jellified body of a woman was discovered on the streets of...
I missed it. Dharmapuri. Dharmapuri in Tamil Nadu, India. There were signs that the body had been run over by a car. Daru goes to the next page. Yeah, so it's sounding like all these people are going back in time. But they're kind of... like they're being sent to a location, but where they were standing in the present day, there was like a building there in 1921, and they were fused into a wall. Or there was not a tree where they were doing the report this time, but then they go back to 2001, and his foot is stuck in a tree, he's jellified, all that. This guy spawned in the middle of the road and got hit by a car or something like that. This girl, Linda Hill.
Jellyman's Report 7. Subject, Michael Lang, age 33, German. Z Program 4, date of experiment 2002, October 8th, T1328.
I'm bad at reading months by the date already, and so when it's in a different order, I definitely struggle. I get my, like, anything past, like, the 5th, I have to really think about. I'm like, okay, June, July, August, September, October, and I'm like, where do these go? Because October really confuses me, how it's Octubre 8, but it's the 10th month. I don't like it.
Results, error, human is dead, mismatch.
The article clipping is written in Japanese. Looks like a pre-war newspaper. May 24th, 1936. The corpse of what is believed to be a jellified human was discovered at the base of Mount Hai in Kyoto. It was in a damaged state, possibly from having slid down the slope. It even happened in Japan. I've never heard this story before. It was pre-war, though, so I guess someone born in the 90s like me would have no way of knowing about it. Next page. The picture shows a beach, beautiful, but for the jellyfish-like body lying on the sand. It must have washed ashore.
Jellyman's Report 6. Subject Mark Hughes, age 30, American. Z Program 4, date of experiment, 2002.
That's August
23rd, T 1252. Result, error, human is dead, mismatch. On July 1st, 1985, a strange body washed ashore on the coast of Streymoy, Faroe Islands.
Wow, I've never even heard of that place.
It appears to be the body of an adult male, but its flesh was soft like that of a jellyfish. Some of the island's inhabitants believe that it was the body of a merman. The inscription CERN was found near the body's shoulder, but CERN denies any involvement. Keep looking.
I've seen enough. There are 14 of these people.
The sites are spread throughout the world. What can we deduce from this?
They must have sent them to these places.
I don't think so. It's too random. There was something about Care black holes and gravity, right? Isn't that the cause? It is believed that due to infinite compression by supergravity, the subject could not endure passage through the Care black hole's singularity. That's what it said. What's a Care black hole? Is it different from a regular black hole? It's a theoretical black hole with a rotating singularity. Their existence hasn't been proven yet. Not that there's any way to prove one exists.
Care black hole. Where ever heard that term before? That's right. John Titor. Titor said his time machine used Care black holes. According to Titor, CERN finished their time machine in 2034, and then Titor himself came from 2036. It makes sense for Titor and CERN to be using the same time travel technology. Kurisu closes her eyes in deep thought.
Creating Care black holes? That's insane. If you screw up, it could swallow the Earth. And besides, Care black holes are just a theoretical construct.
If Titor's predictions are a reality, then that means the LHC worst-case scenario video on YouTube was right.
I don't know about Titor's predictions, but I've seen the problem video before. It was on the news 2 or 3 years ago.
A CG mock-up? Okay. Went viral? Okay, cool.
The gravitational forces inside a black hole are unbelievably powerful. It's certainly possible that passing through one could allow time displacement, but there's no way a human could do that and come out alive.
That must be how all these people got jellified.
It wouldn't just jellify you, it would tear you apart particle from particle. That's what a black hole does. Before we discuss this, shouldn't we look through the rest of their time machine research?
Daru's already started pulling up new documents. I'm suddenly afraid. Gulp! Is it okay to keep hacking CERN like this? Should I stop him? I'm the one who asked him to do it, but things have gotten serious now. But at the same time, irresistible curiosity wells up inside me. Time travel is becoming a reality. I want to know if it's true. I can't stop now.
Here we go. There's a file in the Z program that explains time travel theory. That was pretty easy to find. CERN should have better security. Their security's fine. I'm just too good.
Daru is my favorite right arm.
You mean right-hand man? That's not a saying. I thought he was your super hacker. Hacker!
So what does it say, Christina? This is in English too, so I have no choice but to rely on my assistant.
Can you give me some time to read it?
Kurisu's eyes dart left and right across the lines. Her earlier reluctance has vanished. It looks like she's just as curious as I am.
No way! But this is Taitor really?
What are you muttering about? Tell me what it says.
Oh, right. You know, this one feels like one big joke.
What do you mean?
It's almost the same as Taitor's theory. Basically, the LHC smashes protons together at 99.999991% the speed of light. By doing so, they compress the mass of 10 to the negative 4th power kilogram into an extremely tiny space of 10 to the negative 11th power
meters? What is M?
In Japanese, please. 3 lines max. A small mass. Thrust into a narrow space with great force.
That explanation's too vague.
That explanation's too erotic!
No, it's okay.
Huh? What part of it is erotic? Hoshida, you perv! Sounds like you have a pretty good imagination yourself.
Guys, there are dead people.
I'm not like you.
Her blushing cheeks makes her denial less than effective. It's super effective. Don't listen to this fool, Christina. Continue.
What were we talking about? Thrusting with great force.
Proton compression.
Right. Successful compression generates a micro-singularity, which... A micro-singularity? Not a mini black hole?
Same thing, essentially. A singularity is the core of a black hole.
This process generates a black hole within 2 micro-singularities.
A black hole with 2 cores? Like a cowlick with 2 hairs? No, I don't think that's it.
Explain with cute girls.
No. Okay.
Fine. Say there are 2 cute girls, Meek-chan and Crow-chan. Sisters are moe.
He passes out and dies. Yay! Not before I pass out and die. You gotta hold your breath for 10 seconds.
By feeding Meek-chan and Crow-chan electrons, you can make them do whatever you want. Electric shock torture? Is some sort of eroji?
I'm not even gonna look into what that is.
So you force them to rotate at an extremely high velocity. And then, theoretically, Meek-chan and Crow-chan transform into magical girl ring singularity.
Well, it looks like these two have found a common wavelength. Oh, that's right, she is into manga. I forgot about that.
The resulting black hole exhibits what's called the Kerr effect. What are Kerr black holes anyway? You said they spin, but what does that mean? Exactly what it sounds like. But don't black holes usually spin? I mean, there's a whirlpool around the hole, right? The part that looks like it's spinning is just the surrounding matter being sucked into the black hole. A black hole is just a point where extreme mass causes gravitational collapse. Everything falls towards it. Since it's only a point, it doesn't spin. A Kerr black hole has a ring at its center, not a point. Think of it like this. Once transformed into magical girls, Meek-chan and Crow-chan's hearts spin like a ring inside their bodies, which is impossible for normal people. I'll pass on the Guro.
I will too, whatever that is. Before, you said that such a black hole's existence would be impossible to prove. What did you mean?
A black hole has what's called an event horizon.
I know that one!
Once you pass the event horizon, time and space switch places.
Time and space? Switch places?
Right now, we can move freely through space and into the future, but we can't move even 1 minute into the past. That becomes reversed.
So you can't move through space at all, but you can move through time. Okay.
On the other side of the event horizon, moving freely through space becomes impossible, while moving freely through time becomes possible.
I can't even imagine what that's like. I can't either.
Since unrestricted spatial movement is impossible, you can never escape a black hole. For example, if Okabe jumped into a black hole, time for him would stretch to infinity. Since light cannot escape, human eyes cannot see the other side of the event horizon.
Excuse me.
Observing a black hole from the outside is impossible, so nothing about the inside can be proven. There is an exception, however. This exception is vital when you use a Care black hole for time travel.
Get to the point.
The Care black hole's ring singularity. Since it's spinning, it has angular momentum. Like I said, in Japanese, please. Didn't I already explain how the core spins? Just think of that as having momentum. If you keep giving Mik-chan and Cro-chan electrons, they'll rotate faster and faster. And when their angular momentum exceeds a certain threshold, the event horizon will disappear, and the singularity will become a naked singularity. Naked? You mean the magical girl consumes Scots expose a lot of caption?
I've wanted to record for a while. My allergies have just been crazy, but I'm getting an allergy filter. It's for like my HVAC, I guess. The maintenance guy that I talked about in my End Up Dream Barbecue, he told me that that's like a thing I can replace. He showed me how to do it. And so I'm doing that. I have that at my parents' house. I'm going to go pick it up. We're going to install it. And hopefully that's what's been causing my allergies. But then I can actually get back to recording. It's been so long since the last I've seen my son lost to this monster, but I just want to be back. I've missed it. But I haven't missed that. What are we talking about? Kurisu and I ignored Daru's nonsense. Yeah, so am I. Naked. You mean it becomes observable to the naked eye?
When the event horizon disappears, there's no more reason for time and space to change places, meaning that you can enter a naked singularity without being trapped. And then, the existence of the naked singularity allows the principle of causality to be violated and the general theory of relativity to fail. The laws of physics are broken.
Can such a thing exist? The negation of the theory of relativity and the principle of causality means serious paradoxes can occur. Didn't Kurisu say that earlier?
Nothing in principle stops Care black holes from existing. It seems inconsistent, but the math never lies. Since the principle of causality fails, it would be possible to travel to the past by entering a naked singularity.
John Titor said the same thing. So Titor's time machine is using CERN's technology. But Titor's time machine was compact, small enough to fit into a car. The LHC is 27 kilometers long, but they managed to get it down to travel size in just 24 years.
One thing I don't understand is how they inject electrons into the singularity. Look, this is a picture of the LHC, but there's strange equipment installed at the proton collision site. It looks like they call it a lifter, but just what is it?
Daru. Have you heard of it?
Lifter. I think I saw that in the Z program files. Wanna Google it?
Guguttermu. Daru opens up a browser window and enters lifter into its search engine.
Oh, we've got hits.
About 422,000 results.
That many? I guess it's not a secret.
Could this be it? Ionocraft? Ionocraft?
Ions are charged particles. The meaning matches.
We click on a link that says Ionocraft Lifter. It takes us to a video. Ooh. Looks like some dim garage. But it doesn't seem like anything secretive, just a garage like you'd see in an average American home. At the center of the screen is a triangular shape made out of some kind of metal. It looks about 10 centimeters high and about 30 centimeters wide. It's connected to some sort of generator by a thin wire. Looks like some really cheap equipment. That's all there is. Nothing else. After explaining something in some language I don't understand, Russian maybe, the person filming the video slowly turns the power on. And then...
It's floating.
The silvery triangle floats soundlessly into the air. Then it remains stationary. That's an anti-gravity device!
Don't be ridiculous. That would be the breakthrough of the century. It's called an ionocraft, so it probably has something to do with electrodes and charged air.
Kurisu doesn't sound as confident as she usually does. We look up information on the ionocraft lifter. Lots of sites have detailed instructions on how to make lifters, but I don't know how they work since the sites all give conflicting theories. I'm gonna look up a game theory video about it. CERN is using this lifter technology. It's a vital component of their time machine. If they can manipulate a microsingularity's mass and gravitational field, then these things really are anti-gravity devices.
Well, under those exact conditions, I guess you might not be entirely wrong.
Incredible! My curiosity is growing more by the second!
But it looks like CERN's having trouble adjusting their lifter. They don't have full control over the microsingularity's gravity, so they can't make a true naked singularity.
That must be the reason why the subjects turned into jellymen. Kurisu nods.
Since the singularity is still closed, the subject is crushed by its tremendous gravity. As a result, substances become fractalized. Let's go with that hypothesis. Of course, there's no way to be sure that it's right. It might take months to prove.
Kurisu shrugs her shoulders in resignation. So, CERN's lifter is still incomplete. If Taitor is telling the truth, then CERN won't complete their time machine for another 24 years. If we can complete the phone wave name subject to change first, then we'll have outwitted CERN.
We don't have half the equipment of funding CERN does. What makes you think you can solve a problem that they can't? This isn't that simple. CERN still hasn't figured out how to set the subject's destination in time or space.
That would make sense, actually, if it just sends them to a completely random location, too. That's why they were showing up in buildings and trees and in the middle of the road and on the face of a cliff or whatever that was.
That should be evident by how scattered the Jellyman discoveries were.
It's impressive that they were all still showing up on Earth, though. You know what I mean? Like why would that be?
We don't even know if this is all of them. There could be a Jellyman buried underground or floating in space.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm almost certain there are. There's no point traveling through time if you end up tens of thousands of kilometers away from the Earth. It's not practical at all.
Taitor said he had a variable gravity lock system. He can use that to lock onto the Earth's gravity and ensure he arrives somewhere on the planet's surface. Oh.
Taitor's explanation on that point was vague. He mentioned having such a device, but he didn't explain how it worked.
Yeah.
But if you're only moving through time, won't you just arrive in the same location? Of course not.
Yeah, right? Because the planet is moving. So, like, if the planet moves this far, I need to be on screen. If we are here, and this is the sun, and the planet moves this far in however long, and then you go back in time to this point, the Earth is not going to be in the same spot that it was. Because the Earth is always moving. Guys, I'm actually understanding this.
Right, rotation and revolution. The Earth's rotational velocity is about 1,650 kilometers per hour. Its orbital velocity around the sun is about 114,000 kilometers per hour. Meaning 1 hour ago, we were that far away from where we are now. Whoa! When you think about it like that, we're earth-shatteringly fast! And that's not all. The solar system is part of the Milky Way, and the Milky Way spins like a giant whirlpool. That's why it looks like that. There are various theories, but basically, the Earth moves about 50 million kilometers a day.
How could she roll all those numbers so smoothly off her tongue? You've got mail. And we're gonna find out who's sending that mail next time on Steinsgate. Thanks for tuning in, y'all. Uploads this week are gonna be a bit different. Sorry about that. You can still hear me, I'm just like so stuffy. And I have this inhaler because the stuffiness, the congestion does just seep down into my chest, and that's where all of like my sicknesses lie. So I think it's already just like compromised in my chest when I'm normally healthy. And so whenever I get any kind of pollution in here, it's just a bad time. But I really want to record more. I'm gonna be recording with my vocal coach later tonight, so I shouldn't go too crazy about this. I'm probably just gonna record this one episode today, and hopefully I can edit it and like get it out to you guys, but it might not happen, and that's totally chill. Sorry about that, but it's gonna have to be chill. I'm gonna be watching Iron Lung. I gotta go see Iron Lung. And I need to do a bunch of like stuff with my insurance and my car and stuff like that. So we're gonna do what we can. But until then, I hope you have a good one. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe and hit the like button, comment down below, and ring the bell icon, and I'll see you next time. Peace out.